Contractor called and said I need outlets below these windows. I'm not sure why, but he's going to pay me for it. So first thing I did was found a stud under these windows and cut all the way to the floor with a little bitty edge there. No tape measure, no level. I'm an electrician. I'm pretty good. So now that we got that box traced out, it's time to just cut this path out so that we can get to that outlet and feed these wires. Okay. Check out that line. That's about as straight as my plumber friends could cut. Okay, now we just removed the drywall and we're ready to start drilling holes through these studs. Did you know that women can't make that machine gun noise with their mouth? Try it. It's pretty hilarious. Okay, when you're drilling these holes, make sure that you're going at an angle on every other stud so that you're alternating. It'll make that wire pull through a lot easier. Now we're gonna pull the wire in. We're working with 14-2 here. We wanna end up with 2 wires at this right-hand box and then 1 wire on that left-hand box. So we got that through the studs. Now we just need to get a box from that middle one to the right-hand box, and that's where we're pulling power from. And don't forget to hammer your staples in. Yes, that is a hammer. These staples need to go 8 inches from the box. If you don't know what 8 inches is, then you got a tape measure, just use it. Okay, now we need to mount these boxes. Same thing, just hammer those on. The worst part about this is I think I'm hurting the R value, so I'm putting this insulation back in. Feels like cleaning, gross. Okay, quick overview. I went from that middle box to the right box, then from the right box to that far left box. Now it's time to make these outlets up since the wires are in there. When you're stripping this Romex, you want to make sure that you follow the middle of that Romex and just go all the way down it, just like that. And notice how I'm using my hand wrapped around that wire, so if I slip off, I don't cut myself. It goes with the knife. Then just take your knife and cut the bottom of that insulation off. Make sure you don't hit the wires when you're doing that. All right, I got these grounds twisted together, and I'll show you a little trick with a red wire nut here if you don't have a greenie or a crimp. Snip that wire off and then bend it over and go to town, getting it as flat as you can so that that red wire nut will go on there just right. And 4 out of 10 times that passes inspection, all 10 times. Now we're doing what's called pigtailing. We're taking all 3 of those wires that are coming from somewhere and we are adding a little jumper wire so that it can hit that receptacle. Once you get the wires tucked in there, go ahead and cut those off at about 6 inches out of the box. Yeah, that's 6 inches, right? Boys will know. Now with all the boxes made up, that's a wrap on the electrical side. I was gonna be nice and put that drywall back, but unfortunately I couldn't find any 2x4s to attach there. That sheetrock needs something to hit on the edge so that it doesn't buckle. And as always, be an electrician, leave your mess.